Hi friends, good morning. This is Grass with you again after a long time. Today I come up with one thought, and also this is the cry of many people's heart. What is life all about? Or we can put in another words, what is the meaning or what is the purpose of our life? The life is just a monopoly game. Do it now. After when you are going to die in some years, then everything will go in the box. What is it? How long we are going to live? How many days? How many months? How many years? Who knows? Nobody knows. Then after death, where we will go? What will happen to us? Is this finish everything? That is the end of it. If that is the end of it, why don't I steal stuff from other people? Am I afraid of enforcement, police, or the law? But smart people, they get away with it. Then what is it stopping us? Is this only morality, or another word, so we can say objective morals? Let's take a small thought, a small example. In our life, every situation we have a promotion. When we go to when we go to schools, we give an exam, and when we pass the exam, we upgrade. We go to the next level. We go to the higher studies. We go to the higher class. Same way, when we go to work in some company or some firm, we are hoping for a promotion to be clerk to executive, executive to assistant manager, assistant manager to manager, manager to senior manager, or regional manager, or branch manager, like that. We are trying to have promotion, managing director and stuff, CEO or presidential level. Like this, we are always hoping to get promoted, and nobody likes demotion. But usually we don't see also demotion. But what about our life? If we apply the same method, where we will get promoted after we leave this body in this earth? Are we still going to live? Let's see how the people in different culture and different religion and different sects, how they believe. As an example, some people say we go to heaven. Some people say after death we go to hell. Some people say if you do good things you go to heaven, if you do bad things you go to hell. And some people say there is no such a thing called heaven or hell, there is a nirvana. And some people say you will get reincarnated after reincarnation. After reincarnation, you have to go something like 125 circle of reincarnation. And some people say there is a 175 reincarnation. And there is some people say there is a only one reincarnation. So who is right and what is right? So let's take as it is logical uh, outworking or logical sense, we can say. If we live good life, we go to heaven. All the people, most of the people will say. What is the definition of good life? Let's see. If it is a good life, or doing good stuff, how much good stuff is enough to go to heaven? Is it 24 good works, or 10 good works, or one, or thousands? Nobody is saying that. But people will say you have to do good things. But how much good is good enough? Nobody says that. And how much bad is going to negate your heavenly ticket? One thing. And the second thing, when we see, when people say you are going to attain nirvana, and what is the evidence for that? And how you attain nirvana? Doing good stuff? How much good again? How much good is good enough? Then we go to the next one. If somebody says you will be reincarnated, okay, so if there is a reincarnation, so how it is done? And who is going to judge, and who is going to say this much is enough to get a higher level of life? And Buddhism says different than the Hinduism. And in Buddhism also there is a different kind of this reincarnation in different type of Buddhism. There is a atheistic Buddhism and there is a theistic Buddhism also in some areas. So let's see, if Buddhism, they say reincarnation after reincarnation, and Hinduism also says reincarnation. So let's say, they say if you have done good enough things, then you will be upgraded to next life. And if you are doing bad stuff, or if you are a wicked one, so then you are going to be born as a dog or cat or animal or something like that. So, if in this life you are doing bad stuff, then imagine how is your next life, and who is going to upgrade from this life? Then there is no upgradation, there is a demotion only, because everyone knows how they are living, how much they are behaving good, godly or good stuff they are doing. Not even, if I say, not even 10% of their life they are doing good things if they compare in day-to-day life. So that means they are not going to upgrade themselves, they are going to demote themselves. So, and what is the evidence for that? And who said that they are going to reincarnate? And what is the evidence for that? We not see any real evidence for that. And if we are thinking that 125 cycle of reincarnation, somebody says 135, 175 or some stuff like that. So what is the evidence for that 175 circles of life? There is not such a thing called 175 circle of life and somebody observed it. Okay, let's take as it is. If this life is reincarnation of past life, the previous life, then why are we trying to get more good stuff or trying to do good things? Because this is your karmic debts you are paying in this life. If you are doing bad stuff, that means you are paying your karmic debts. If you are doing good stuff, means that is also you are paying your karmic debts. Then why are you trying to get away from your karmic debt cycle? That means you are rising above your karmic cycle. So like that, if I want to introduce something different, as even Buddhism says they will attain agamya jyoti, or they will extinguish the hunger for need or something, or the happiness of a life. to give up their happiness, because happiness is the reason they say that we are sad. So let's see. If I give some suggestion, or if I may invite the thinkers to think, I may suggest Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who is a Asian born in Bethlehem, Palestine, lived and died a moral life, exemplary life. Till now, no human being lived. And I'm not telling by faith, it's a historical evidence. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, there is more than 5,200 Greek manuscripts or pieces of manuscripts talking about this, and more than 400 Aramaic manuscripts talking about him. So let's see, if Jesus is telling the truth, how we say that he is telling the truth or he is truth? Is it because somebody wrote it? Not only that, we get many evidences, and especially according to the scriptures and according to the historians, he died predicting that he will rise again after 3 days. And many people saw, there is an eyewitness testimony, and there is more than 500 people saw at a time, and they record it, and they are willing to die what they have seen, not what they have believed, but what they have seen. They are willing to die for it. If a person predicting his life and death and his resurrection, so this person has a lot of credentials, credibility of his words. And that's why I believe in Jesus Christ when he is telling that I am the way, truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. And if Jesus died and rose from the dead, that means this life is not the end. So there is a next life, there is an afterlife. And not only that, Jesus gives more things, and he is saying that he is God himself. And if some people say Jesus is a good teacher or good prophet, either he has to be crazy, or he has to be insane, or he has to be true. So if Jesus claims to be God, he cannot be only a simple good teacher, because he claims he is God. He has to tell the truth, or he is crazy man. Let's see if Jesus claiming that he is God, what gives him credibility? Because his death and resurrection he predicted, and it has been recorded, and there is an eyewitness testimony, and there is many contrary, many opposition people also admitting that. And in the court of law, these evidences are very strong enough to prove somebody is telling the truth. I can, if somebody has a real questions on it, I can recommend very good books or very good evidences, and not a small audio messages, but big evidences I can present, which can take hours and hours to read or listen. Okay, so if Jesus rose from the dead, that gives us hope that he is resurrection, or we have resurrection after death. The second thing, if Jesus claims to be God himself, then what God doing on the cross? In this world we see many God and goddesses, but nobody suffered like Jesus. Everyone come to punish people. Every God come to punish others. We see in many religions, they are believing a God who is going to punish them. But we see, we already have so much suffering in this world. But God, by his loving nature, he come to suffer with us. That is what we see Jesus on the cross. He did not stay away from the suffering. He became part of it. He showed that you are not suffering alone. I come to suffer with you. That is what we see on Jesus. Jesus on the cross. So that is what I fall in love with Jesus Christ. That is where I can see he has a credibility not only for his philosophy or theology or his big sayings, but he did it with his action. Today, I invite you all who is listening and who has genuine questions. They can come, they can ask us, they can phone us, they can message us. So we may try to help you in highly. And we appreciate your question because we know and we think that questions is really important, and many times many questions trouble us. Not only that, and we give importance to the people who has a genuine question because the questions are really troubling people and nobody is there to answer, especially the aged people who has a time to leave this world, who come to close to finish their life and they don't know where they are headed to. So we really want to help them. Not only this, when you have a ultimate goal, you have a plan for afterlife, then you will live uprightly and more healthy and more actively because you know this is not the end of your life. And thank you so much, all of you. God bless you. And if you have more questions, you can message us or call us 70 220 87987. Thank you. God bless you all.